Okay, so if you've been interested in learning how you could possibly work with a dealer in your car flipping venture, today's your day because we, the car flipping couple, Dean and Sherry, are here to talk to you more about our experience with working with a dealer and how you, if you're interested, might be able to gain access or get a referral to work with our dealer. So, first things first, we want to talk about what does it mean to work with a dealer? What does that look like? And we'll go from there. So, where should we start?
Well, I mean, we've been working on a program for a while. I know we've talked to some of you, and you've shown your interest. So we feel like we have a program right now that will enable you to get hooked up with our dealer. Uh, and what we're going to do right now is just kind of explain how it works, what we do. Uh, our dealer has two programs. He has $1,000 program and a $2,500 program, and each one has different benefits. And you'll when you sign up, you'll go through a list of all that. So I'm not going to go into that here, but other than the initial sign up fee, there'll be $250 a month, not a month, sorry, per car. And the good thing is there is no month. There is no monthly fee. A lot of people, a lot of dealers that do this do charge a monthly fee whether you sell a car or not.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to guarantee that that might not change tomorrow. I don't know. But right now, that's the good thing that he does not charge a monthly fee. He charges $250 per car when you sell it. And that's to
And
cover.
that could change too, right?
Well, yeah.
Because you get in, when you get in at a certain time, there might be certain deals that, okay, this is what it's going to be for you. And then if you, so that way, if you go on the website, when you click on the link, if you decide to apply to work with our dealer and you go on there and say, wait, I thought you said it was this amount per car, you might see a different amount. But when we got in, that's what it was at that time. So just to prepare you for that, so you know that we're like, wait, I thought you said this, because we have no control over that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This, once you'll have to fill out an application, and when that happens, you're on your own. I mean, we're out of the picture. Now, I say that, but I still want to encourage you to, if you get signed up with our dealer or any dealer, I guess, uh, stay in the group. Help us share your experiences, ask questions. We're all still learning. So we encourage you to stick around with us and see what happens. So, but that's the in a nutshell. Uh,
But we want to rewind a little bit and talk about the benefits of why,
well, that's true.
especially if you're just getting started in the car flipping ventures. What is the pros and cons of working with a dealer? And the benefits, in my opinion, and we can kind of share our journey here, is yes, there's other opportunities to buy vehicles. You can buy them off of Facebook Marketplace. You can go to places like Copart, not have to be with a dealer, but you still have to be connected through a someone or something there. I forget exactly what it is, but there is,
What, a Copart?
yeah,
Yeah, you have to have a broker
a broker. You still have
to
to have
buy Copart.
to buy. So there is still
And
that.
that's one of the, and some dealers do deal with Copart. Our particular dealer does not.
Right.
If you get hooked up with him and you want to challenge him with that,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something you could always ask if that's something that you want to do.
you want to do,
It
yeah.
might be something he would add on. But in our experience so far, of all the vehicles that we've purchased and flipped, we've had the best luck and made the most profits from vehicles we bought through Manheim, which obviously is a dealer auction that you have to have. You have to be associated with a dealer to be able to get in there. So that's the the big, huge benefit is it gives you that access to be able to do that. And then the other positive for who we're working with currently, we work with a couple of different dealers, but the, I guess, biggest benefit for people like us who don't have a fleet of vehicles we're selling at one time, we're doing one car or one truck or whatever at a time. We don't have an ongoing fleet of vehicles to sell. So, and especially if you're just getting started, you won't either. So not having to pay that monthly fee, regardless if you sell or not, is kind of a big deal too. So that way you're just paying a fee for when you actually sell a vehicle. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to be able to refer people to who we're working with, because we feel like that's kind of a big deal to not have to pay the monthly fee yet, to
Very, very helpful.
yeah, it's very helpful because maybe you might go a month or two without selling a vehicle, and
Been there, done that.
you right, and then you have to pay that fee regardless if you sell or not. So there's just more benefits to going ahead and working with the dealer than there are negatives. Now, one of the big sticking, I guess you call it sticking points if you want to, but when you buy a vehicle off of a dealer auction, the paperwork for that vehicle is going to go to the dealer, and there is absolutely no way around that.
Been there. We tried that, and it just don't work. You
Right.
can't do it.
It has to go to the dealer, and the dealer signs it, and then he sends it back to you, and you go from there. And that's just a process that you have no control over. We can't alter that, and there's no way for us to speed that process up for you or whatever. Now, what we've also found with working with dealers is they're pretty busy. Most dealers are not sitting around waiting for you to sell your one car a month or whatever, so they can be right there for you. They're all usually pretty busy, so you have to be patient with them. Stay in touch with them, just like we have access via text message with our dealer. You will get that as well, but you just have to be patient. I mean, there's just no way to make the process go faster. So
Well, uh, the car, ever $250 per car. That's a good incentive for them. So when I buy a car at Manheim, I always call Manheim, and they will tell me exactly what day the paperwork will end up at the dealer. I will text the dealer and say, "Hey, the paperwork for such and such vehicle should be there today or whatever day." And then he's looking for it. And then when he gets it, he sends me a text showing me the next day label or whatever he puts. Then he gets his $250. So it's somewhat of an incentive for them but things happen.
right,
They get
right.
busy. We
And
get busy. So
we just want to make sure that anyone we refer understands that you're just going to have to be patient, and that we have no control over how quickly someone might get back with you or whatever. We're just making that connection. Now, where we come into play again is anywhere with any new process like this, there's a learning curve. If you've never been to Mannheim before, maybe you don't exactly know how that process works as far as even looking at the vehicles online. What does all this information mean? You might have questions about that, or an individual sale. Like, look, I just bought this vehicle off this website. Now what do I do? Things like that. So those are things we can help with, especially him, because he's the one who follows it all the way through. Once we buy a vehicle, he takes the money, goes there, gets it all settled and gets everything rolling. So that's the thing, that we can be there to support you along the way, plus other questions you might have about what types of vehicles you're looking at, so forth and so on. So that's where we can continue to support you in your journey after the fact. So it's
what you'll need to do is what will happen once you connect and fill out the application and you contact with the dealer. The dealer will have to take your information, and he will have to sign you up as in what's called auction access. And you'll get a little mobile app. It'll have your picture on it and your access number. And uh, that's how you get into the auctions. You show them your little access number, and they say, "Well, come on in." And that is an annual $100 expense So that's,
Again, it is what it is, but it's so worth it because, you sign in, you show them your access information, you can go right back to where all the vehicles are and you can drive them, you can inspect them to your heart's desire, that sort of thing. It's just, um, every Manheim location is different. So we can speak to the ones obviously close to us. And that's the one we use. Our dealer, I think the main two ones are Manheim and Odessa, but we just kind of clicked with Manheim and we know how they work now. We've been to several of the locations that are near us. And so that's kind of who we feel like that now you might pick one of the other ones and like them better. It's just an individual
yeah,
thing.
the other more popular one, I guess, that, and again, our particular dealer's not signed up, but not to say he wouldn't. CarMax, they have a lot of auctions, and they may have one. They have one close to us that I've been to several times, and they may have one close to you. So again, if that's the case, and you uh, want to go to CarMax auctions, I'm sure,
You can ask.
yeah, you can ask, and he can. I mean, it's no reason he wouldn't. I'm not going to speak for him, but
Right, right.
yeah.
Well, I mean, and if there was a reason, he could explain that. So, that's just where we are. That's what has been working for us, and we have a beautiful Silverado sitting out in the driveway right now that's going to be ready to sell soon. That we got from there. Just bought my Expedition. I've been wanting an Expedition forever, and I love it. I mean, some people would probably cringe. It's a 2007, but it's in great shape. There's nothing about it that he cannot fix and bring right back up to snuff. And I excuse our puppy. Um, I love the fact that it's the Expedition, it's the Eddie Bauer edition, and but I didn't have to pay that new car price to have one. I can have this vehicle and enjoy it guilt free because it's paid for, and it'll last us, however long we want to have it. And then of course you can always resell. That's the cool thing about this business is you can be driving a different vehicle quite often if you wanted to. Um, so yeah, it's been a true blessing for us, and now we have the opportunity to connect you with our dealer if that would be something of interest to you, and you can do that by being part of our school group. And for those of you who are already in, it's there already. You just go to the classroom and you'll see where it says unlock this for $97. That's our upfront fee. That's a non-refundable fee that has nothing to do with our dealer. That's not part of his thing. That's just us because we want to make sure we're working with people that are serious and, not flaky and that sort of thing. And we feel like that, the fact that we're making ourselves available after the fact to help as much as we can, that was a fair ask. So anyway, you unlock that, and once you pay that fee, then it will grant you access to the link that you need to go then and apply to work with our dealer. So,
And you need to know that this is a limited opportunity. Not just every dealer can only have so many reps. And right now, our dealer's fairly new, so he's got some open
wiggle room.
slots. So, but you need to know that it's not open ended.
Right, right. They can't take hundreds upon hundreds because you have that many people out there selling vehicles. You would just be, unless you really have full time to dedicate to doing nothing but paperwork and turning that around. And these guys are, they got a lot of other stuff going on. So, but anyway, the way to get that link is if you're already a member of our school group, you're in. If not, you would need to go join our school group. The link will be there inside the classroom. Just click on it. You can't miss it. You just scroll down a hair and it will be there. Otherwise, if you have questions, if you have more questions and want to connect with us, you could shoot us an email at support@carflippingforbeginners.com and we'll get your questions answered and direct you to where you need to be. And I think, is that it?
Well, no, but again, if you have questions, please ask.
Right. We don't, if we've left anything out here, but we've been sharing inside the school group as well. So if you're not a member of our school group, go to carflipping for beginners.com and join our school group because we are documenting our process, like when we buy a new vehicle and when we sell a new vehicle. And so we're posting more information there. I mean, we might show it on YouTube, but getting the actual details of how much did we spend on this and how much did we make and what, repairs did we have to do on this vehicle to get that kind of data. We really encourage you to join our school group to get that information. And then, of course, in order to get access to the link to apply to work with our dealer, then you would need to be part of our school group. Otherwise, I think that's it for now. Is that it for now?
Well, for now.
Yeah, we'll be showing more information on the truck as we move along, get it listed, that sort of thing. And I'll be showing more updates on our expedition as we do a few little things here and there to it and I share with that. And then, of course, we'll be buying something else hopefully soon.
On to the next step.
On to the next one. All right. Okay, that's it for us today, guys. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.